Welcome to Unspoken Truths. This channel is not here to motivate you. It is not here to make you feel good, and it is not here to sell you hope. This channel exists to tell the truth, the kind of truth people avoid, the kind of truth that stays with you long after the video ends. Here we talk about money, success, discipline, human nature, time, and the quiet cost of living a life you didn't choose. Not the version you see on social media, not the version that sounds inspiring, but the version that actually shapes your future. Most people don't lie to you. They simply repeat what makes them comfortable, what they were told, what helps them sleep at night. But comfort is expensive. It costs time. It costs potential. And eventually, it costs freedom. Here we don't talk about comfort. We talk about consequences. Life doesn't reward effort. Money doesn't care about intention. Success doesn't arrive on schedule. No one is coming to save you. And most people will live and die inside routines they never questioned. Not because they are weak, but because they were never told they had a choice. On this channel, we will say things like, hard work can be a trap. Stability can be dangerous. Passion is often a distraction. Success requires losing people, and money doesn't change you. It reveals you, not to shock you, but to wake you up. This channel is not for everyone. If you're looking for motivation, if you want shortcuts, if you want to be told everything will be okay, you won't find that here. But if you are willing to question what you were taught, if you are tired of comforting lies, then you are in the right place. There is no face here, no personality to follow, no lifestyle to admire, only ideas. Because truth doesn't need a spotlight, it works best in silence. If these words made you uncomfortable, good. That means you're listening. Subscribe if you want to hear the things most people only think about when they are alone. This is Unspoken Truths. No motivation, no promises, only reality. Your life isn't broken. It's just on autopilot. Nothing is wrong with your life. Nothing is collapsing. Nothing is falling apart. Nothing looks urgent. From the outside, everything appears stable. And that's exactly what makes this feeling so difficult to explain. Because when nothing is visibly broken, you're not supposed to question it. You're expected to accept it, to be grateful, to move on. But something inside you didn't move on. There's a signal most people learn to ignore. It isn't pain. It isn't sadness. It isn't a crisis. It's quieter than that. A sense that you're not fully here. You show up. You participate. You do what's required, but you don't feel connected to what you're doing. Moments pass. They don't leave a mark. And when the day finally ends, you struggle to remember what actually mattered. This feeling doesn't arrive suddenly. It grows slowly. So slowly that most people never notice when it begins. Your life isn't chaotic. It's repetitive. You wake up. You check your phone. You follow the schedule. You move from task to task without resistance. Not because you love it, but because it's familiar. Days blend together. Weeks disappear. Not because time is moving faster, but because nothing is experienced deeply enough to be remembered. When life becomes a loop, awareness fades quietly. You weren't born disconnected. You were trained. From an early age, you learned what was rewarded. Compliance, consistency, stability. You also learned what created friction. Questioning too much, changing direction, listening to discomfort. So you adapted, not consciously, not deliberately. You adjusted yourself to fit the structure around you, and slowly External expectations replaced internal signals. Deadlines became more important than instincts. Approval became more valuable than alignment. You stopped asking whether something felt right and started asking whether it worked. The system doesn't ask if you feel alive. It asks if you function, if you show up on time, if you meet expectations, if you don't disrupt the flow. And you became very good at that. So good that no one questioned you, including yourself. The cost of this life isn't dramatic. You don't collapse. You don't fail publicly. You don't fall apart. You just lose access to parts of yourself. Curiosity, desire, intuition. They don't disappear. They go quiet. And a quiet self is easy to live with, comfortable, predictable, manageable, but expensive over time. Because one day you notice something unsettling. You're busy, but not fulfilled, stable, but disconnected, capable, but strangely absent from your own life. And the hardest part is explaining why. Most people don't stay stuck because they don't see this. They stay because seeing it changes everything. Once you notice the misalignment, you become responsible for it. Responsible to question choices. Responsible to admit that comfort has a cost. Responsible to face uncertainty. So the mind does something clever. It reframes numbness as maturity, repetition as stability, endurance as strength, and calls it adulthood. This is why so many people stay, not because they're weak, but because awareness creates tension, and distraction removes it. This video isn't here to fix your life. It's here to name something you've probably felt for a long time. If it made you uncomfortable, that's not a problem. That means you're still paying attention. If you want to stay aware, not distracted, subscribe to Unspoken Truths. No motivation, no solutions, no promises.